It's quite a storm, isn't it?
I'm worried about the next high tide due at 11 o'clock.
Any chance of flooding?
No, it's not that bad.
Well, a king shouldn't be sitting here just thinking about it, should he? A king should do the best he can to prevent floods no matter how much it rains. No matter how big the waves, no matter the damage, I feel that I'm quite powerless to help anyone. I am simply doing nothing. I'm just completely useless.
No, sir.
I'm thinking that perhaps I ought to abdicate, Alfred, my friend.
Oh, no.
All the same, though, I wouldn't mind remaining as king if we also had an elected president.
President?
To tell you the truth, Alfred, no one else knows what I'm planning except Rupee. Yeah. But my mind is still undecided about it, because that is something that would affect the entire future of Waterland.
Yes, that is true.
Rupee objected to it, but I decided I should discuss it with the one man that I have full confidence in, and that man is you, Alfred. I'd like to know what you think, and I will make my final decision after I've heard your reply.
That's quite a burden.
I want your opinion. My descendants and I will remain as the monarchy with no political power forever, and a president will be elected by the people who will be totally in charge. Are you for it or against it, Alfred? Come on. Do let me have your answer, lad.
Well, if you can't think of one, Alfred, just say so. It'll be all right.
I support having a president.
Ah, just so. I thought you would say that.
Just because Alfred gave you his opinion, it doesn't mean that you have to follow it, Your Majesty.
But why not have a President Rupee? It's more democratic in the first place, isn't it? And I'd feel easier in my mind.
It'll be too late if you regret it later on, Your Majesty.
Oh, I'll never regret. But there's one thing that still worries me.
What's that, Your Majesty?
My worry is whether or not my people are wise enough to elect the right man. What I'm trying to do won't make any sense at all if things get worse for them.
All you can do is trust the people, Majesty.
Yes. By the way, Alfred, do you have any intention of running for the presidency yourself?
Eh? No way.
You are a man of justice, and very active, and you're well known. I would say that you stand a good chance.
But I don't want to be the president at all.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course.
Well, do you know anyone who would stand for president?
Yes, there's a friend of mine, a man named Ollie, and I'm sure he'd make a really perfect president.
Do you know this man at all, Judge Rupee?
Not very well, but what I've heard is he's top class.
Well, then, if that's what you think about him, there are absolutely no ifs or buts about it as far as I am concerned.
There will be big turning points for you. A chance to turn misfortune into luck and success. You must be careful of a duck, young man.
Of a duck?
Yes, and something else.
Ah, the duck. The duck, and what else?
It's coming, not quite clearly, but it has tremendous power and it might lose you everything. All of a sudden, just as quick as it came.
What are you talking about, eh? If you're a famous fortune teller, just hurry up and tell me what I should be careful of besides the duck.
Yes, I can see the duck, but the other thing isn't quite clear. Oh dear, what's wrong with me?
Oh, what a con man. That's enough for me.
Hey, you haven't paid me! One must be careful of that kind of man. I see. Ah, yes. Many people. That's what he's got to be careful about. Ah, yes. But I can't yet figure what the connection is.
Good heavens.
What's up?
Dolph is running for president, would you believe?
You're kidding.
No, I just saw him, and he was giving one of his speeches.
What a nerve that man's got. But he didn't draw a big audience, did he?
Yes, he did. Knox, who's a candidate too, was giving a speech nearby. But Dolph had a lot more listeners than him. And they all gave him a round of applause when he'd finished talking.
I don't understand. Has everybody forgotten how he plotted the king's overthrow before? And he's still doing some illegal business.
Unfortunately, he's doing everything behind closed doors.
We'll let them know then.
What were you writing?
It was a speech for Ollie.
Are you going to attack Dolph's misconduct in your pep talk now?
You don't want me to let Dolph become president, do you?
Of course not. But do you have any evidence against his illegal deeds? Yeah, sure he was smuggling weapons into Salem. But how'd you prove it? Sure he stole the drawings of Professor Boffin's solar device. Right out of his institute. Prove it, right? There's no evidence to prove anything. And if you attack him without any evidence, you'll finish up in court for slandering him.
Darn!
Latest news of the presidential election. With just 1 month to go, the candidates have been reduced to 3. Mr. Knox, a banker, Mr. Ollie, a lawyer, and Mr. Dolph, former president of the Crow Party. Mr. Knox, as a banker, is drawing people's attention to economic reforms of the government and a better standard of living. Mr. Ollie, the lawyer, is concerned with establishing true democracy in the nation. You. But most interesting of all is Mr. Dolph, one-time dictator of this country. He's fighting for leadership again, but through democratic means in an election this time. His administration ended abruptly when the king returned to his throne. Most people still remember Dolph's autocratic style as a politician. How will they judge the type of government he is now advocating? The latest opinion poll shows that about 70% of the voters are still not sure who they are going to vote for. With just 1 month to go, who is going to be Waterland's very first president? The campaign is going to get even more controversial as the days go by.
Oh, my goodness. If Dolph is elected as president, we'll feel like the most stupid people in the whole wide world, won't we?
Good luck there, Dolph.
Thank you,
I'll be voting for you, Dolph.
my dear.
God bless the Crow Party.
That's another story. Yes, madam?
Will you shake my hand, President Dolph?
It's a bit too early for that, I'm afraid, but thanks
We have
anyway.
to go to the TV station, Dolph. Right now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dolph has to go to the TV studio now. He will have to speak rather loudly during the debate with the other 2 candidates, so he needs to save his precious energy. Tired, Dolph?
I'm dog-tired.
Just relax.
My hands are all numb.
Well, your popularity is growing. I'm sure you'll win.
What's your optimism based on? The latest opinion polls have the 3 of us neck and neck.
But you're gonna win anyway, Dolph.
No, not like this. I need something decisive to ensure victory.
What's that? What do you mean decisive, eh?
Suddenly, the death of Ollie, eh?
Hey, Dolph, don't tell me that you're gonna...
What?
Kill Ollie.
Ollie?
Well, you said, didn't you? What's up?
That's a silly thing to say,
Phew. I'm glad to hear that.
but you did think I was capable of it, didn't you?
No, I just
That's
thought
all right. Well, I am capable of anything, even murder possibly when the final crunch comes. Remember that.
Yeah, I know that.
That's right. This is Ollie's campaign headquarters. Who? Mr. Kwak? Sorry, he's not in yet. He went to City Hall to give a talk for our candidate. Can I ask who's speaking?
Oh, I'm just a friend of Alfred. I'd like to leave him a message. Just say, I want you to prove that we had the right idea. He'll know what that means.
Ladies and gentlemen, Waterland is now beginning a new era, and all of you will be its builders. Depending on who you choose as the president, our new age can develop in different ways, and the right way will be started when Ollie gets into office. You, the electorate, shouldn't forget what one of the candidates did in the past. And you, the electorate, shouldn't be deceived by cheap propaganda. And you, the electorate, have to find out what the real truth is. Ollie is the one candidate that can show you what democracy is, what honesty is, and what true justice is. Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is yours. Cast your vote for Ollie. Ollie for President of Waterland.
Alfred is so merry, so very, very merry. He's even bright and cheerful if things are going wrong. Whenever he's downhearted, 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 the feelings never with him for very, very long. Young Alfred is quite sporty, he likes to be quite sporty. He's very much like any normal lively lad. Sometimes he can be naughty, but even when he's naughty, you'll find he's never, never, ever really bad. We're glad that you've been with us and heard our refrain. We hope you come along soon and join us again.